Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to an episode of Let's Play Farming Simulator 19. We're just about to get ready to, what am I trying to say? Not plow, cultivate this particular field. We've already got the lime on it, and so yeah, we're going to get this thing set up. We'll get the worker going on this one because we do have to take some oats to the ranch, I believe, for one of our contracts. I'll be honest, it's been a couple days. Actually, probably been about a little over a week or so since the last time I recorded an episode, so I'm trying to remember exactly where I left off. We'll have to get the worker going on at the cultivating here, and make sure everything's looking good there. Looks good. Moving along just fine. Alright, let's come over here. Here is our harvester. It's already finished its job, and it is completely empty, so all of the harvest stuff is in here. So, we will go ahead and get this over to the... I guess it is the ranch. Let me double check. I think it's the circle that's on there. Yes, oh, it's the ranch. Perfect. So, we can do that easily enough. We've been doing a lot of contracts on this, I guess game day, if you will. This day within the game itself, I should say. So, we've made quite a bit of money so far. We've had some product that we've been able to ship back and take to the to sell, and as well as some contracts and things like that. So, we're really trying to maximize the amount of money we get today, to be honest, and just trying to make the most of things. This actually is not a lot of grain, if I must be honest. It's only 5,300. I guess it was a pretty small field. In the grand scheme of things, it's one of the smaller fields. Really, we would love to get enough money to get field 19 there. And the other thing I would love to also do is to get enough money for a house. So, kind of a combination effort there. Part of the reason for the house is because I want to be able to fast forward through the evening. So, also, I will say, Giant Software, the company that made the game, they're regularly coming out with new little add-ons and mods and things like that. In fact, I know this one is. I think the other one as well. I think both of my tractors are actually, mods that Giant's made after the game itself came out. So, I'm definitely all for, downloading, especially the mods from the main company themselves, and kind of having those available. But anyway, where I was going with that is that they released a mod recently, I mean, it's since the last time I played, that allows you to put refillable containers on your farm now. They can hold fertilizer, seed, I'm sure lime, I think, is one of them, and all those types of things. So that is going to be incredibly helpful, because then you can just go get a whole bunch of bulk stuff all at once, and then, you already have it there at your farm. So I think it is, or maybe it refills itself, or maybe you can pay to refill it once it's on your farm. That part I don't know about, but either way, having a very, very large container that you can, excuse me, a little bit of a yawn there, go back and forth to, to refill your tractors and things like that, your seeders and things of that nature, will be very, very helpful. This is not one of the fastest tractors out there, is it? Plus, I'm sure it's slower with the... I don't know if it actually is, but I can imagine it being slower with the carry wheels on it and stuff like that. Oh, there we go. Now we're speeding up. It was also going uphill, I suppose. Let's try not to crash ourselves here. The other thing I wanted to do, I'm going to try and do, I should say, we'll see if it actually works, is I'm going to try and see if I can get some hay off of that, or straw, I should say, some bales off of that field that we just harvested, so that maybe we can double dip the money a little bit. I want to say I've done it before, but I've also feel like I've seen videos of people trying it and maybe it doesn't work, so we'll see. We'll see. Come on, let's get up the hill. Alright, there we go. I should complete the contract here just a moment. There it is. So the contract is actually completed. We actually got a little bit of harvest income above and beyond, I guess, the contract completing. So that's fine. But what we will also, like I said, want to do is see if we can go get the stuff off the field before we actually complete the contract to get a little extra money. Especially since that field is right next to the barn that we would be going to sell the bales to anyway. Although I suppose in order to do that, we'll probably be using this tractor anyway, so I will go ahead and run this tractor all the way back home. And, excuse me, man, another yawn. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. It's not like it's that late. Anyway, we'll go ahead and have this one hooked up, although this is not really the best tractor in the world for this, because that baler does take a lot of power off of you, so we'll see if we can even get it going. If not, we may have to swap tractors, or may have to wait for the other tractor to finish cultivating and let this one start seeding, and then swap it back. Oh, I went the wrong way. Actually, I'm going right back up to the ranch. Whoops. Sitting here talking, not paying attention to which road I'm turning on. I like this little horse kind of area over here with the jumps and things. Can't really see it that well from here. Maybe it was over on the other side, but... Oh, oh my goodness, I'm over here looking off to the left, right of the screen and right off the road. I'm glad there's not, like, damage and stuff, because I would be in trouble right now. I can't remember, was it one of the recorded episodes I did on this series, or was it one of my offline games? I can't remember, but I remember once I was riding the little Mahindra, the little four-wheeler, and this cliff right here, I just accidentally drove it off. I mean, I think I ultimately ended up landing on all my wheels again, so I didn't have to reset the vehicle, but I definitely tumbled several times all the way down. It was entertaining at the time. So if you guys did not see that, that's a shame, because it was kind of fun. I know you can modify the terrain and stuff. I wonder if you can modify all of this terrain over here too. I mean, it'd be a lot of modification to do anything worthwhile here, because obviously this is just straight up, basically mountain here. Okay, that was just because I couldn't see. This is a straight up mountain here. So like to try and flatten it out or anything like that, I can't imagine you'd ever get it flat enough to be functional. I mean, if you did, you would just not be able to go up this cliff anymore, I'm sure. This thing's trying to be a little squirrely on me. I definitely think the controller is easier to control than the keyboard and mouse, I would say. But I'm sure the an actual steering wheel would be just even that much more. Alright, let's go drop you off over here somewhere. Actually, I'm just going to drop you off down here by this other trailer for now, and that'll be fine. And let's see what's going on up here. Chickens aren't too messy yet, so we're okay there. It's really a question of whether or not we want to try and grab the baler. And since that other tractor still has a lot of cultivating to do. Now, don't get me wrong, this tractor hits here can probably do the cultivating just fine. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the baler. We'll see what it can do. Maybe it'll be okay. Honestly, unless it was a hill, like if it was like going up a steep hill or something like that, I would be a little more concerned. Since we're not really having to worry about that, it's probably going to be okay. Could always swap out the care wheels for some actual real wheels. And honestly, on that note, how much does the little thing that allows you to what am I looking for? Not farmhouse, is it under here? Vehicle works at 28,000. Wow, a little bit more expensive than I'd be wanting to pay right now. Yeah, here's the seed tank, the solid fertilizer tank. See, you can refill your fertilizer spreaders at this tank. Note, refilling will cost you a higher price for solid fertilizer than buying it big. Oh, okay, so this thing's just, we'll call it infinite full is what I'm trying to say. So it's just always full. Like you just always fill up there. But it's more expensive, but it saves you the trip. So kind of the whole idea, I guess, of time is money. If it saves you a trip, I think in the long run it would just be better, honestly. I can't imagine it's so much more expensive that it's just you would always prefer taking the trip all the way out there every time. Oh, yeah, I gotta get my harvester back in a little bit, but I think we can wait a moment. Alright, let's see what we can do. I know it'll probably give me a warning trying to do it off the field, but once I actually get on the field where I'm still technically, you know, on the contract, let's see here. Unfold, lower pickup, turn on. Don't have access to the field. Is it just like not going to do it at all? It is not going to do it at all. Like even if I come across here? Okay, that is fine. I thought I had done it once before, but it makes sense that you can't. I just wanted to make sure. Cool. That is fine. I mean, it was a short trip, so it's not like we had to go that far out of our way. Alright, in that case, we can go ahead and complete that contract. It's not a lot of money, but it was a pretty quick and easy contract to finish, so it was really, really close by. We used all of our own equipment, so we didn't have to pay anything extra. Have some transporting. I don't know if I want to do the transporting. We could do one of these bigger harvestings, but this field 2, I don't like the field 2, because that's the one that's way up there to the north, isn't it? Excuse me. Oh, man. The yawns are not stopping. I guess I'm thinking about it now, and they're just continuing. I very much apologize. Not that you can see me yawning, but maybe you can hear it. I don't know. What I was trying to say, though, is that we kind of, I mean, getting our harvester all the way up there would just take so long, because our harvester is just really, really slow. So I probably want to stay anything like north of 14, field 14 is probably the kind of the contracts we want to use. Like there's a 14 harvesting. Now, I say north of 14. 14 is really, really an annoying one to harvest. And actually this one, oh, it's cotton anyway. We'd have to use their equipment anyway. 22 wouldn't be that bad. Oh, no, that's corn. Never mind. Can't do that one. Harvesting 17? That was actually not that bad. 17 is where? Just north of it. It's a pretty big field, but it's just north of us. And it does need to go to the port grain elevator, though, but we could probably get it over there pretty easily. We'd have to make several trips, though, because obviously this is a much bigger field than anything we have. But, I mean, it does pay a decent amount. 2,800, especially if we use our own equipment. It'll go a little bit slower using our own equipment, but probably fine. There's a 19 harvesting. Oh, that was just literally just north of us. We might do that one first. I mean, it's a little bit less money, but literally right next to our field. Yeah, let's do that one. Why not? It's only $1,000, but it should go very quickly. In fact, what we're going to do is come over here, grab you, turn you on, get you up there, and just have you start working. Really, all it does for us is it costs us a little bit of time, because we're going to use the workers, because why not? I mean, yeah, sure, that costs us a little bit of money to use the workers, but we're still going to make money, so I think it's still a good deal. This harvester will need some maintenance, not too much longer, but I think we're fine for now. Alright, let's get you over here. Get you going. It's kind of an annoying little hill here, but I think this is definitely the right way to go because it means they have to turn around at least. Now we'll go and hire a worker and get going. Alrighty, well, let's get you back home. We are going to have to hook you up to the trailer eventually to go pick up that stuff. I may grab the cedar first, though. Where's our cultivator? Is he already finished? No, he's coming back for his... Looks like he's got maybe one more pass after that. Yeah, I think he got one more tiny pass after that. Alrighty, let's move you over here to the side. Honestly, the grass is starting to grow up a little bit, so we might be able to do the whole silage thing at some point, since we do have to have grass for that. Right, detach you. Oh, not detach. Detach. And we'll see if we can get the cedar on this thing. Where is... Cedar's that thing over there. That's right. Attach you. Grab you. Burst over to here. It's probably a little precarious because of the shape of this particular... of the wheels and everything. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, what do we want to grow? I actually hadn't thought about that. Are we going to keep doing oats and things? I honestly hadn't thought about it. Let's see here. Once we get past the save here in a moment. Let's see here. What is selling good? Canola is... That's canola, right? No, that's cotton. Canola is the one... Where's cotton? Oh, no, I think that one over there is cotton. So where's... That must be canola, yeah. So canola seems to be selling... It's going up, but honestly, oats are still really, really good. Could do sunflower... No, that's different. Harvester thing. Anything else would be different. So it's got to be like oats or wheat or one of these earlier ones. What's some of the other ones we got here? I'm misremembering what some of these are called. Okay. We have wheat, barley, canola. Those three all work with the same head. And then the seventh one over, I think, is also... Yeah, oats. That's oats. Okay. It's pretty much any of those. I mean, I know we get different yields for different ones. So, I mean, and plus by the time it actually grows, the price won't be the same. Literally the best selling thing right now, though, is oats. And I think we have to just go with whatever's selling the best right this moment and just trust that that will kind of work out for us. So it is the restaurant, which is going down in price, but I still think that's going to be the best. Okay, we do need more seed. I could turn on the whole... Do I still have it on? Where they buy their own seed. Kind of save me a little bit of time. Yeah, right now they're buying seed and they're buying fertilizer, which I guess is fine. I think it costs us a little bit more, but I don't know. Saves us having to run all the way back and get a trip. It probably costs us about the same as that little container that I was thinking about getting. So probably in the long run, it's probably fine. All right, let's go ahead and just get you going. We're not really lined up straight, but hopefully you straighten out. There you go. And you seem to be moving along fine with this setup. All right, that'll work. How many eggs we got? We only got one carton over there. I mean, we are going at like the lowest speed, so there's that. We'll get you over here, lined up on this other field, which honestly we may eventually just get rid of this other field over here and turn it into like place to, you know, put a house or something like that, plant out the land maybe or something. Who knows? We may come up with some other ideas. We could grow grass. You know what? To play around with the silage, I might actually grow grass on this field over here. I mean, I think the other one being oats is fine. But why not? Let's grow some grass over here and just see if we can play around with the silage, see how much that sells for and stuff like that. I actually think it's a really good idea. Alright, let's go ahead and get you going, though. We got to at least get this part done. So you are working now. And let's check out... Let's just make sure everything's looking good as far as the field qualities and things like that. I mean, that one strip over there on the far left side says it needs lime, which, you know, a little bit annoying, but nothing I can really do about it right this second. A couple parts are saying they're fertilized, which is just a little weird. I wish it would bridge that gap there because, you know, we did make that one field, but it's all right. No, I mean, I guess we're good. We're doing all right. If you're doing your thing, you're going to basically plow over that little small speck of dead oats, I guess it is. You're doing your harvesting. Seem to be going just fine. And I guess that's that. Yeah. I mean, there's really not much else for us to do. I mean, we can get more tractors and things and do more things with those, but I'm not sure that we really need any right now. What else would we buy? Let's check something real quick. So the miscellaneous stuff, like I said, the vehicle workshop would be great because it would just save us a whole lot of hassle going back and forth. Hey, the wood chipper's kind of cool. Oh, they're immediately sold to the sawmill. That actually saves us a lot of time. Now, obviously, it's ridiculously expensive. Maybe not the best thing to do right this second. We could grab one of these, just to have them. But if we're going to be using the little things to buy the seed for the moment, I don't know that we need them right now. Or maybe this would be cheaper. Who knows? What else we got? We got the little water thing. We can water down our tractors and stuff. Animal pens. We could do animal pens. We'll get the doghouse. Obviously wouldn't be helpful, but one of the cow things or horses or something. We don't have enough money for those at the moment. Got silos. The good thing about the silos is that we could save up stuff for, when, things were maybe a better price or something like that. There's a hayloft, which we don't need right now because we're selling off all of our hay and straw, so that's fine. Bunker silo, so that's kind of useful for the, I guess, the silage and the stuff. So I guess you can put grass clippings and things like that in there. Sheds, obviously, are, just decorative. There's the farmhouse, more decoration. A sandcastle. I'm not sure what relevance a sandcastle would have in this particular set of like the map. Farm barn, farm garage, farm hut. That's interesting. Farm shack, farm shed, farm stable. I wonder if the like the farm trailer. These are just decorative, so yeah, they're just decorative. So I don't think they would do the same thing as the farm that allows us to go through the evening. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything for us to do right this second. Until that thing over there gets done. We could hook up the trailer to the Mahindra, just temporarily to get it over there. It technically can function. You know what? I think that's probably a good place to put a cut in. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. When we come back, we'll be ready to probably pick up some of the grain from that over there and finish off the rest of that contract. So, yeah, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.